Okay. Now, we are going to study the new lesson, that is solving inequations. So, have you come across inequations in your real life? Yes, you have seen that, but you don't know the correct name for that. Call it as inequations. That is, have you seen the lab reports of your parents or the grandparents? Okay, about the diabetes range, fasting blood sugar, PPBS, postprandial blood sugar, cholesterol check. Have they given you the exact range, guys? No, they have not given the exact value. They have given you the range from 70 to 110. It is like that, isn't it? They have not given you the exact value. So, the exact value is not given, and it may be greater than or lesser than. For example, if you take the body mass index, and they might have not given you the perfect range, perfect value. They might have given you the range as greater than, lesser than, like that. See, for example, while driving a car, you cannot maintain the same speed, isn't it? That is why on the highways, the speed limit is mentioned in the form of inequation. I repeat again, while driving a car, you cannot maintain the same speed, isn't it? That is why on the highways, the speed limit is mentioned in the form of inequation. That is, speed limit on a highway should be less than 100 kilometers per hour. And one more thing, a person with body mass index is greater than 30 is considered obese. Greater than 30, have they given you the perfect number? Either it is 31, 32. Greater than 30, it might be 31, 32 or 40. It's like that. So that person is considered as obese. Such situations are expressed mathematically like this, using the symbols lesser than or equal to, greater than or equal to, lesser than, greater than. These are called as inequations. These are called as inequations. So, how will you solve an inequation means? It is nothing but finding the value of variable x that makes the inequation a true statement. So, solving inequation means it is nothing but finding the value of x. Understood? So, the value of x for which inequation holds true are called solutions of the equation. So, the value of x for which inequation holds true are called solutions of the equation. Okay. So, the set of all the solutions of an inequation is called solution set. I repeat again. The set of all the solutions of an inequation is called solution set. Just a second. This is inequation. I'm sorry, I made a mistake here. The solution set of an inequation can be represented using number line. So, how will you represent the inequation on the number line? Let me explain to you one by one. So, these are inequations. This is a representation. This is an example. So, let me take x is greater than e. It is represented by using this ray, that is hollow circle at one end. What is ray then? Which has one fixed point. Which has one fixed point, that is this one. Hollow circle showing towards the right hand side. That is x is greater than a means. So there is an example, x is greater than 5. So greater than 5 means this hollow circle represents 5, that is A. Apart from this, you should take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is, I think you understood this. Next one. X is greater than or equal to A. Here it represents the darkened dot. It represents a darkened dot because greater than or equal to both are there. Here only greater than is there. Can you see the hollow circle for greater than? And it shows the direction towards right side. Can you see here? Similarly, x is greater than or equal to A means it is showing with the darkened dot and pointing towards the right direction. So, x is greater than or equal to 5 means, so this darkened dot represents 5. It is included 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Understood? So, x is less than A. Can you see the direction of this arrow or this ray? So, it is pointing towards left hand side. Left side. So, look at the example. The x is less than 10 means, so from 10 this ray comes like this and it is a hollow circle here. So, 10 is not included. Apart from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 till minus 10 is included. Can you see the direction here? Similarly, x is less than or equal to A. Once again, darkened dot pointing towards the left side. Left side. Can you see here? So, from x is less than or equal to 10 means again here darkened dot is here on the 10. So, 10 is included. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1 till minus 10. If it is like this, it is a line segment which has two end points. Can you see this? That is line segment which has two end points. One is a hollow circle, one is a darkened dot. That is A is less than X, which is less than or equal to B. Less than hollow circle, less than or equal to darkened dot. Can you see here? Can you see? X minus 6 is less than. Can you see here? Hollow circle near minus 6. It is not included. Is less than x, which is less than or equal to minus 1. That is darkened dot here. So, minus 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Understood? This is how you represent the inequations on the number line. Let us solve one example on inequations. So, this is the sum. So, as I told you, inequations means it is shown with this type of symbol. That is less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, greater than, lesser than. So, all these are inequations. Linear equations means which is equal to. But here these are inequations means lesser than or equal to, greater than or equal to, lesser than and greater than. So, this is a sum. 5x plus 4 is less than or equal to 19. So, how will you solve this? Very easy. What you have to do is, you have to bring the variables, that is unknowns on one side and the constants on the right side. So, unknowns on the left side, constants on the right side, or either ways. It may be unknowns on the right side, constants on the left side, whatever it is. What you have to do is, unknown should be on one side and the constants should be on the other side. This is the main thing you have to keep it in mind. So, to do that, how will you solve the problem? If this is the problem, 5x plus 4 is less than or equal to 90 means here 4 is a constant, plus 4. So, if there is plus 4, you should take inverse operation of that, that is minus 4. You have to put minus 4 on both sides so that this gets cancelled. So that this gets cancelled, you will get only this variable on the left hand side. That is 5x will be on the left hand side, isn't it? You should take the inverse operation for this. If it is multiplication is there, you should take division. Understood? If this is subtraction is there, you should take, if addition is there, you should take subtraction. If subtraction is there, you should take addition. Inverse operation, and you have to solve the problem. Look at this problem now. 5x plus 4, take the sum as it is and take the inverse operation. What is the inverse operation of plus 4? Minus 4. Take this as it is. 19 minus 4. You should take the inverse operation on both sides. 5x plus 4 and minus 4 gets cancelled. So 5x is less than or equal to 19 minus 4 is 15. Here, as I told you once again, variable or else unknowns should be on the left hand side and the constant should be on the right hand side. Here it is in the multiplication. Okay, what you have to do if it is multiplication, you have to divide it. So divide it by 5 on both sides. You should keep that in mind. Divide, if multiplication is there, you should divide by a number on both sides, which is a common number. Divide by 5. That is 5 by 5x is less than or equal to 15 by 5. 5 ones are 5 ones are. 5 ones are 5 ones are. Therefore, 1 into x is x. 5 ones are 5 threes are x is less than or equal to 3. Hence, the inequation problem is solved. Look, one more example based on the property of inequation. You have worked the sum based on positive numbers, positive coefficients. Now, this is a negative number. If this is the case, how will you solve the problem? So, this is a negative number or negative coefficient. If it is like this, follow this rule. Addition, or if this is addition, that is minus 5x plus 7 is lesser than or equal to 12. If this is the case, according to the property, what you have to do, you should take the inverse of this. So, plus 7 becomes minus 7. Take minus 7 on both sides. So, in order to bring the unknown on one side and the constants on the other side. So, minus 5x plus 7 minus 7 is lesser than or equal to 12 minus 7. So, this and this gets cancelled. Minus 5x is lesser than or equal to 5. 12 minus 7 is 5. Now, what you have to do is, this is the multiplication sign. So, you have to divide it. Divide by minus 5 and minus 5 on both sides. Because to make this positive, to make the variable positive, you have to divide with a negative number like this. Because 5 is common among these two. Divide by minus 5 and divide by minus 5 on both the sides. So, minus 5x by minus 5 is lesser than or equal to 5 by minus 5. 5 ones are 5 ones are, and minus sign gets cancelled. So, here what happens? The sign changes. According to the property of inequation, if there is a negative number for the variable, the sign changes. That is, x is here, it was lesser than or equal to, for this variable x is greater than or equal to minus 1. Here plus, here minus. Therefore, it should be minus 5 ones are 5 ones are minus 1. Therefore, here the inequation changes. So, this you have to keep it in mind while solving the problem. If there is a negative number, you have to do all the operations and finally to make the x positive. If you make the x positive, inequation sign changes here. Let us take one more example on solving these inequations. Look at the sum. See here, 3x plus 7 is lesser than or equal to 22. If this is the case, how will you solve the problem? As I told you, you should perform the inverse operation. 3x plus 7 is lesser than or equal to 22 means plus 7 becomes minus 7. So 3x plus 7 minus 7 is lesser than or equal to 22 minus 7. You should perform the inverse operation on both sides. So equals to this plus 7 and minus 7 will get cancelled. 3x is lesser than or equal to 22 minus 7 is 15. Therefore, this now you have the multiplication sign here. You have to bring the unknown or the variable towards the left side and the constants towards the right side. Now you have to perform once again, that is division. Because it is in multiplication sign. Divided by, you should take the common number, that is 3. Divide by 3, divide by 3. 3x by 3 is lesser than or equal to 15 by 3. 3 ones are 3 ones are. So 3 ones are 3 fives are 15. Therefore, the answer for x is lesser than or equal to 5. Now, you should show that in the number line. Look at the number line now. According to this, because lesser than or equal to, greater than or equal to sign is there, no? You have to do this. Arrow mark should be like this and this darkened dot should be there. If it is lesser than or greater than sign is there, you should use the hollow circle here. You should use a hollow circle. But here you have both lesser than or equal to. That's why I am putting this darkened dot here. And because equal to sign is there, 5 is also included. So 5 is included as lesser than or equal to sign is there in the inequation. It should come towards the left side. 5, 4, 3, 2. Because lesser than or equal to 5, no? That's why. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 7, it goes on like that. Let us take one more example on negative numbers, that is negative coefficients. So if this is the case, look here, minus 3 into x plus 6, close the brackets, plus 8 is lesser than or equal to 20. Now you have to remove this brackets. This is also, small brackets is also called as parenthesis. I keep repeating while I am explaining. Minus into plus, minus 3 into x, 3x, minus into plus, minus 3 6 are 18. Now the bracket is removed. Plus 8, bring it as it is, less than or equal to 20. So according to the property of inequation, you have to bring the variables on one side and the constants on the other side, isn't it? To perform this operation, you have to do the inverse operation here. Look here, minus 3x minus 18 plus 8 is minus 10 is less than or equal to 20. Can you see the inverse operation here? So, minus 10 becomes plus 10. Plus 10, you have to take plus 10 on both sides. minus 3x minus 10 plus 10 is less than or equal to 20 plus 10. Minus 3x, this minus 10 and plus 10 gets cancelled. So 20 plus 10, 30. Once again you have to perform operation division here. Because here you have negative number, you have to make it positive variable. Isn't it? How will you do that? Divide by minus on both sides and taking the common number. Which is a common number for 3 and 30. Say it is 3. So minus 3. Minus 3. So minus 3. Divide minus 3 on both sides. So minus 3 by minus 3x is less than or equal to 30 by minus 3. 3 ones are, 3 ones are, minus and minus gets cancelled here. X becomes positive. Here 3 ones are, 3 tens are. Here it is plus, here it is minus. Therefore, it is minus itself, minus 10. When this becomes minus 10, this inequation sign is changed here. Please keep it in mind. Don't forget. Don't write as it is blindly. Concentrate on the last part, okay? While doing this negative operation or finding the negative variable or finding the negative number, you have to make it positive. You have to perform all these operations and finally you will get a negative number and the sign is changed according to property of inequation. Therefore, x is, here it was lesser than, x is greater than or equal to minus 10. Can you see that graph there on the number line? So, because it is greater than, it goes from left to right. Understood? Left to right. Can you see the dot here? Left to right means from minus 10 to plus 10. It goes on, the arrow shows like that. Can you see that? So, because this dot is included, a darkened dot is included, I am telling you repeatedly, it is lesser than or equal to or greater than or equal to sign should be there. If it is a hollow circle here, it is either greater than or lesser than. Because it is a darkened dot here, it should be lesser than or equal to or greater than or equal to. You should keep that in mind while plotting the number line. And look here, it is like the arrow goes towards the right side. And this minus 10 is also included because equal sign is there in that. Understood? So, minus 10 is included here because equal to sign is also there in that. Understood? Let us solve one more example sum on inequations. Look at the sum here. X minus 2 by x plus 3 is greater than 2. So, this is the sum means you should bring 2 plus 2 towards the left hand side. Look here, x minus 2 by x plus 3. If I bring this plus 2 towards the left hand side, it will become minus 2 greater than 0. You should consider it as 0. Now, I have taken the LCM of x plus 3 and if nothing is there means you should consider it as 1. I have told you in my previous videos also. So, x by 3 is a LCM. X minus 2 minus 2 into x plus 3 by x plus 3 greater than 0. X minus 2 minus 2 into x plus 3 divided by x plus 3 greater than 0. X minus 2, remove this brackets, minus 2 into x minus 2x minus into plus minus 2 3s are 6 divided by x plus 3 greater than 0. Therefore, minus 2x plus 1x is minus x. Minus 6 minus 2 is minus 8 divided by x plus 3 greater than 0. So, I have to make this one positive. So, I am removing this minus outside. Minus of x plus minus into minus, that is plus 8 by x plus 3 is greater than 0. The next step is I have to multiply this one on both the sides by 1. If I multiply both the sides by 1, the sign changes. I have explained about this on my the two sums I have explained on this. Look here, multiplying this by minus 1 on both sides. I have shown here minus 1 into minus x plus 8 by x plus 3. That is minus into minus plus x plus 8 by x plus 3. Look here, x plus 8 by x plus 3 less than 0. I have told you, if that inverse, if you multiply it by minus, if you make this as positive, the sign changes. Understood? So, x plus 8 by x plus 3 is less than 0. The sign is changed here. As A and B have opposite signs, A by B is less than 0. Why? Means one is positive, one is negative. Minus A plus B, plus A minus B. Obviously, it should be less than 0, isn't it? If both have opposite signs, A by B should be less than 0, isn't it? Look here, we know that A by B less than 0. I have shown this, isn't it? So, it happens only when either A or B is negative. Understood? Either A or B is negative. Let us take case 1 here. Let us take A is greater than 0 and B is less than 0. A means x plus 8 greater than 0 and x plus 3 less than 0. X plus 8 greater than 0. X is greater than minus 8. X plus 3 less than 0. X is less than minus 3. It is nothing but I am transposing this. Okay, I am transferring this. Bringing it to the, bringing plus 8 to the right hand side. Bringing plus 3 to the right hand side. Therefore, x is greater than minus 8 and x is less than minus 3. Look at the number line here. Therefore, in this number line, can you see here I have plotted minus 8 here and minus 3 here. X is greater than minus 8. X should be greater than minus 8 means somewhere it should come here. X is less than minus 3 means somewhere it should come here. Therefore, x should be somewhere in between here. Isn't it? I am repeating again. X is greater than minus 8 means it is like this. Minus 8, minus 7, minus 6, minus 5. It goes on like this. X is less than minus 3 means minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. Therefore, the value should be between minus 8 and minus 3 according to this number line under case 1. Understood? Here in case 2, if I take A is less than 0 and B is greater than 0. Therefore, A is x plus 8 less than 0 and x plus 3 greater than 0. X plus 8 less than 0 means x is less than minus 8. Here x plus 3 greater than 0, x is greater than minus 3. Now I have shown this in number line. Look here. X is less than minus 8. X should be less than minus 8. It goes on like this. Minus 8, minus 9, minus 10, minus 11, minus 12, so on till infinity. That is minus infinity. X is greater than minus 3 means minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, so on till plus infinity. So, the x value does not lie between minus 8 and 3 and hence this is not the solution. The solution is, as I told you in case 1, the answer should be between minus 8 and minus 3. Minus 8 is less than x, which is less than minus 3. This is the solution.